Hello everyone and welcome to Legal Ethics is Cool with me, Stuart Teicher. Yes, I genuinely do believe that legal ethics is cool, which just confirms to you that I am a loser. Because nobody should love legal ethics as much as I do. Today, the topic is about Apple. Apple is trying to get you fired. Honestly, after what I read in the paper this week, there can be no other explanation. Now, of course, this is an issue that deals with technology. And technology is one of the things that I need to explain at every single ethics program I give. It doesn't matter what the topic is. There are always three things that I need to talk about. We always have to tell lawyers, number one, don't steal from your trust account, right? Number two, don't sleep with your clients. Yeah, really, please don't do that. And number three, stay on top of the latest technology issues. Now, I happen to stay on top of them myself, and I understand the latest technology issues, but I gotta be honest with you, I don't really like technology much at all. I don't, and I'm sort of an old school tech guy, you know? Like, I don't use those newfangled emojis. I'm sort of a winky eye punctuation guy, you know what I mean? Semicolon, dash, parentheses, that's me. I'm an OG with the emoji. I don't like new technology. I understand it, but I don't like it. And it's not because I'm scared of it. I'm terrified by it. Because it seems like every day there's a new way that technology can absolutely end our careers. And the latest is from Apple, and it's with their AirPods. A Ukrainian man used Apple's Find My feature on stolen AirPods to trace Russian troops. It appears that a Ukrainian guy's AirPods were stolen by Russian soldiers, and the article said a Ukrainian man has been secretly following the movements of Russian troops by using Apple's device tracking feature to pinpoint his stolen AirPods. Vitaly Semenets said his Bluetooth earbuds were swiped from his home in Hostomel, about 17 miles northwest of Kiev, early during Russia's invasion. He soon realized that he could use Apple's Find My feature to trace the looted devices, allowing him to trace their path as invading forces retreated from the apparent initial plan of storming the capital. He tracked his stolen earbuds as they crossed the border into Belarus, and then when they reached Belgorod, the Russian city where troops have massed to prepare for the assault on the Donbass, the UK Times said. Look, we've known about location services issues since the time of Strava. You know, that fitness app that would light up the world? It was collecting data from the people who used it, and it was creating maps of all the places that people have run when they're using that data. It lit up all of their routes. The only problem is that it also lit up the routes that were being run by soldiers who were at secret military bases in Afghanistan. And it ended up creating literal maps of the road systems in these bases. Well, now it's another product called Apple AirTags. According to their marketing, AirTags is a super easy way to keep track of your stuff. Attach one to your keys, put another in your backpack, and just like that, they're on your radar in the Find My app, where you can also track down your Apple devices and keep up with friends and family. Now, NPR.org said recently, well, there's a problem with this. Last December, Canadian law enforcement announced that AirTags were being found in luxury vehicles to later be stolen. Over recent months, numerous stories have surfaced on social media of people finding AirTags hidden in their belongings. Being able to locate you is the latest issue that we have with these kinds of devices. With these location services, they can find you, they can find your client. It doesn't matter what type of law you practice, family law, corporate law, if you're in-house with the government. There's a reason for someone to want to track every one of our clients. And that's why I said Apple is trying to get you fired. What other explanation could it be? Every single product they create ends up wreaking havoc for us. Now listen, they're trying to fix things. CNET.com explained Apple has built in certain protections to discourage unwanted tracking, but it's still possible for someone to slip an AirTag into your bag or car without your consent and track your location. And unfortunately, there are few ways to detect if someone is using an AirTag or any similar device like a Tile or Samsung Smart Tag tracker to follow you. So what can you do to protect yourself from being tracked by an AirTag? At launch, these included a notification that says AirTag found moving with you, but only if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. In December, Apple released the Tracker Detector app for Android, which lets you search for and track items compatible with Apple's Find My network, such as AirTags. Apple also initially had AirTags make a noise if separated from their owner after 3 days. With the update, that alarm would sound at a random time inside a window lasting between 8 and 24 hours. I'm sure that Apple has made it even easier at this point to be able to protect yourself. But that's not entirely the point. Every single day there's a new AirTag product being created. Every day there's another device that can give away our information, our client's information. And you have a duty to protect that client information. Rule 1.6c, the rule on confidentiality, says that a lawyer has to make reasonable efforts to prevent the inadvertent or unauthorized disclosure of or unauthorized access to information relating to the representation of a client. How is the client's location information relating to the representation? Well, it's basically puzzle pieces. It's bits of information that can be used to our client's detriment. Maybe an investigator slips an AirTag into your client's bag. Now they know where they go, who they meet with, they know their routine, and they can use it against them. Oh, so maybe that's inadmissible, you say. Well, now they know the routine. The next week, they just coincidentally happen to show up at the same time as your client in a particular place. That's just one example. But the truth is, we can't predict how they're going to use this information to put the puzzle pieces together. If I could predict how they were going to use this information to put these puzzle pieces together, I would be a criminal. I mean it. If I had that sort of ability, I might very well resort to a life of crime. But they're trying to do it, and we know that they're trying to do it. And yet, we continue to voluntarily give them these puzzle pieces. Our duty, I think, is to stop helping them. Maybe part of taking reasonable measures to protect client information is to refrain from making it easier for them to put these puzzle pieces together. Maybe, given what we know about the relentless efforts that these bad guys are taking, maybe it's not reasonable to continue to give these puzzle pieces to them. Maybe we have a duty to take appropriate evasive tactics. You need to take evasive tactics, and you need to warn your clients about this as well. Warn your clients about this danger. Tell them that they have to take evasive tactics too. Because when it happens and it hurts them, and it will happen, they're going to say that you should have warned them. So, warn them and do it periodically. And by the way, don't feel comfortable just because no one's gotten in trouble for this yet. Because if you're not careful, you will find yourself in the one place that no lawyer ever wants to be, inside a law school ethics textbook.